Hello guys, welcome back to Empress'Touch Kitchen. Today we'll be preparing okra soup. Okra soup concoction. Firstly, you have to rinse the okra, rinse it very well with clean water. Rinse the some people call it lady's finger. Yeah. So for my part where I'm from Nigeria, we call it okra. So you use it properly. Then I'll be using the grater. I'm not going to use the blender because I don't like the way the blender out what I actually want to achieve. So I'll be using my grater. Yeah, a lot of people don't like using the grater because of what will happen to their finger. But you need to be very careful while working with the grater. I'll be using the bigger part of it. So let's see the way I'm holding it. So close and fine and firm, so be careful because of it won't damage your nails. So I have to do this one after the other because this is necessary. If I'm to use the blender to be too fine, and I won't even like the outcome. The only part that I can use the blender is if actually I want the okra to be so slimy. But with this fresh okra that I bought, I don't need using the grater. So this will really give me what I actually want. Some people would like to cut their okra round. I don't like doing that. I just like to have it this size. I love it when it is like this because individual will be able to swallow it. Even a toddler can eat without any supervision with it. So keep doing it. So today we want to achieve that best of okra soup. Initially I do call it concoction okra because of everything you want to add to it. But if it is just normal okra, all I just need is just this, my hot water, and that's all. But in the case of this concoction okra, yeah, I'll be doing this because I'll be adding everything. I'll be using my pepper, I'll be using my I'll be using my red oil. So all this made it concoction. So actually migrating this can be like taking time, but I know what I want to achieve at the end. So it is important we leave it that way. But if you want to try other method like blending it, like cutting it round, it's okay, it's fine. But for the sake of this cooking section, this is how we do it. And I think one of the main reasons why I love this is because everybody can eat it. Everybody, even toddler, can eat it without any supervision. Once there is no bone in the stew that you use to prepare it, when there is no bone in it, when you have the bone or the thing bones, from your fish or from your turkey or from your chicken, make sure there's no bone. If you know a toddler would like to eat it because that bone is one of the thing a lot of people run from. So I'm done grating it. Now I want to pick the bigger ones out of it. Like I have problem with seeing my okra slice or dice bigger. So now I want to parboil. Yeah, I want to parboil it. Like a kind of pre-cook. I've added my potassium, adding the hot water to it so it can hasten what we have to do for the day. So I'll pour in my okra soup. Once the water is properly boiled, I'll pour in the grated okra in it. I want it to be a kind of pre-cook because I don't want to outcook it when I'm cooking it in the soup. It's one of the reason in the stew. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people will complain that when they finish cooking their okra, because the okra did not, like the concoction okra did not slime. Reason being that you have outcooked the okra, and the longer your okra stay in the pepper or the red oil, there's everything they see that it's loosely slimness. So my own one of the best method I've ever used that will make anyone to ask for more is to make sure I pre-cook my okra, which I'm doing here. You be careful of the water you will use because in the main stew you are going to use to prepare this soup, you will need, there will be water in it already, like a kind of water. But if the okra is already too watery, you won't want to like it. But this is okay, it's thicker. So the water that I will be using for this stew, we add this one to look more like of a moderate volume of thickness, not really thick like that, but it's very very okay, because by the time I portion this, then put it in the freezer, it's plus or minus. When it got frozen, the highs will add water to it. So that's why you need to be mindful, except if you want to eat it like immediate consumption. But this one, I'm going to portion it into the freezer and it will last me a month. I've added nothing much than the and the Maggi, just one cube to heat. You don't need to over season this, because you'll be seasoning your maize stew, which you'll be using to prepare the concussion okra. So you leave it to cook. Please don't overcook your okra, so you won't outcook the chlorophyll. You see, it's green, like it's all fine. Even with this, it is ready to be used to heat. It is ready to heat. You eat it with your choice of food. Just make sure there is a stew for it. Maybe you must have prepared your fish stew. Maybe you must have prepared your assorted stew that used to heat this okra soup already. Then you keep it outside. Firstly, you get a pot, your bigger pot, because I'm using a bigger pot because of what I'll be adding into it. You bleach your red oil. Make sure you bleach the oil too. Not too much that will set your alarm up. This thing that nearly happened to me, I think, last week when I was cooking. Then the oil, the fire alarm started making noise, and what happened? Under how many minutes? So be careful. Don't bleach your oil. Don't need to do that too much. Just in a moderate temperature. So continue bleaching it and be careful, don't bleach it. It's very, very important. Then putting in my locust beans. Make sure you have rinsed the locust beans. If you are using the dried one, just make sure you pour hot water into it. You let it settle for some time. Then once it is soaked, you sieve it out because of stone or sand. Then the grated pepper. I think I blended this. I put in my scotch pepper, my scotch bonnet is in it. You keep turning it. You don't want it to get burnt. And as well, you do it for some time before you start seasoning it. You let everything incorporate properly. Please be careful. We don't want it to get burned. Then you season it to taste. If you are the type that uses Maggi and doesn't use salt, you know what you want. So this thing that I did now, a lot of people don't like it. Like using the container, the leftover stuff into the pots. Or anyways, that's my crayfish. I'm adding my crayfish to it. That crayfish is a lifesaver every time. Even if I'm cooking anything, I love using crayfish because of the aroma. Then that's the salt to hit. Yeah, actually I knew I used Maggi for the first parboiled okra. I used just one cubed, one cube. So for this one, I'll be using one cubed to it. It's very very important that I don't over season it, so it will not be too sugar. I mean salty or too much of Maggi. There's when we say salty, can we say Maggi? So no, just do it in moderate. Let it to be in moderate. Then you leave it to cook for some time. Then firstly, there's one thing I always do. I make sure that I cook my fish first, because in the course of turning it, everything will not scatter. So how I do this, put in the fish one after the other. Then I use the mackerel fish. Then I use egg fish. You let it cook for some time. Once it is well cooked, you can bring it out. You can bring it out. This is just to prevent the fish from scattering by the time you are done. Then you cover it for some time, let it be cooked. It is well cooked. Then what I'll do is I'll bring everything out one after the other. I'll bring it out. I don't want it in yet, because by the time I start mixing everything, I won't keep turning. I will not keep turning, and the fish will now scatter. I just want it all. So I'm picking it out now. So every other thing can go in. So because of me stirring it, I won't affect the fish. I won't scatter the fish. See, as this fish is now, you can use it to take akamu. I pour in my seafood. I pour in my ponmo, scalp skin, assorted, gizzard. It's looking yummy, right? I pour it in. Then that's my panla fish, my smoked turkey. I'm pouring it in. This is looking yummy. Then you turn everything together. You lay this for a while to cook. You cover it. As it is now, you can put it in a small plate. You can drink your Hennessy with it, or you drink, or you just, now, as it is being done. Now as it is being done. So now, there's this, I'm adding my pomo again. It's two pomo. This one is the pomo from the head of cow. Then you pour in your hot water into it. You need water. That's the main reason why I said you should not add much water to your okra, because there will be water in the stew. You leave it to cook for some time. Look at it. It's yummy already. It's well cooked. This is looking okay. So now all we're going to do is not much. The next thing is just for you to pour in your okra. Once you know that it is well cooked, like the pepper, everything has entered into each other, then this is my spring onion. At times I had spinach to eat. Then you pour in your okra soup to eat. Then you turn it together. You turn it together. Let it mix in together. Look at the way it's looking yummy. Oh, Betsy Delo. The soup is ready. Turn it together. A lot of people would like it to be peppery, so that they won't get irritated, frustrated. So that's it. Then you have to return your fish back into the soup. You return the fish back into the soup is necessary. The reason why I actually cook then is I would like to have the aroma too. It's good. Then you stylishly turn it so it will not affect each other. So in putting this in on, and after you have poured in your okra, you're not spending much time. So under 2 to 3 minutes, that's okay. That is okay. Then you see the way it is slimy. You see, well slimy. It is ready. You see, well slimy, which is okay. And you can eat this with amala, with your fufu, eba, as in gari, poundo. Yeah, look at it. You see, how is it? You see, the okra is very rich, but you can prepare yours and add more things to it. A lot of people will add crabs. Can add crabs to it. I added the seafood I have. So enjoy. Bye.